Alright, so our favorite place on earth is Carmel. And this is one of the spots, or stops on the way to Carmel. These are elephant seals. Like that guy right there, he's probably 12 feet long. Something I did want to touch on is this video is going to be all Carmel related. We're not going to Hearst Castle because we've already been there probably like 5, 6, 7 times. But if you're going to Carmel, it's definitely worth it. Hearst Castle is a must, I would say. But yeah, so this is going to be a very long video. Hopefully you'll eventually come here and you'll experience our favorite place. In video form, you have no idea how big they are. This is Carmel by the sea, and you can see from behind me, it's just gorgeous in here. So much beautiful growth. Yeah, you can see like every house, super cute. Landscaping's amazing. And there's that lovely ocean out there in the distance. Yeah, these are just like the side streets of Carmel. There's no street lights. Really, this is a very, very dark place. There's so many regulations here.
Dark in what way?
What makes it amazing? Oh yeah, not a dark place like sad dark. Dark isn't like no artificial lights, so you can see stars at night, and it's just fantastic. So naming things to do in Carmel. This is definitely one of the main things that you should check out. This is the beach at the end of Ocean, so essentially their main street. And I actually don't know if it's actually named Carmel Beach, but this place is amazing. And we'll go there in a couple of days. That's Pebble Beach, so that's like the world-renowned golf course. And then all through here you can see you got surfers out there hitting the waves. Sometimes you see dolphins in here, you see otters in here. It's really just the perfect spot. Definitely get breakfast, 1 in the mornings from Main Street, and then just walk along this beach while you're drinking a cup of coffee, the sun's coming up. There's really no spot that's more quaint and perfect than Carmel Beach. So that's the second thing that we have. We got Hearst Castle, elephant seals, and then we have Carmel Beach. That's number 2. So if you didn't notice at this point, this is gonna be a long video. So hang in there. If you're interested in the best place on earth, you can just watch the whole thing. If you're not, move on to one of our other videos about landscaping or life. We got a lot more to Carmel coming your way. Third place that's a must is Carmel River Beach. This is probably, at least this is my favorite beach here. It's not necessarily like the perfectly clean from the standpoint of like no debris. It's very natural. As you can see behind, there's sticks and kelp and whatever, but I just love this beach because there's like never anybody down here. And it's also nice because it doesn't get super warm here. So if you do want to sit out in the sun, you're kind of hidden and blocked from the wind there, and you're just in your own little nook here. You're looking out over Point Lobos. It's beautiful. These waves sometimes can be just massive. It's just it's a really cool place to hang out because you feel like you're just all alone in the wilderness. use high tide. Oh. Use high tide to go up on these ledges. And they sit up here until low tide. I don't know. It's more quiet over here, but also there's just a lot of life to see. We got Hearst Castle and the Elephant Seals, Carmel Beach, Carmel River Beach, Monterey. So fifth thing, Point Lobos. That is what you are seeing right now. Now this is a state park, only about 5 minutes. Ashley's doing the math. I put Hearst Castle and Elephant Seals in the same category. Point Lobos is a state park. It's about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes away from Carmel by the Sea. And this park is gorgeous. Definitely one of the prettiest parks that we have ever been to. It sometimes gets a little busy, but you can just park on Highway 1 if that's the case. It's definitely worth the walk because once you get in here, as you can see, it's not like it's swamped with people. It's a huge park with limited parking. And you can see through all these little video clips, the cliff faces, the ocean, the cedars that they have through here. It's really incredible. You see seals. There's a bird island. Not as many birds as normal right now because it's a little late in the season. They're not migrating, but there really is a lot of spectacular views to take in. As a newcomer, you might not know that like all of this is poison oak. Yeah, don't touch that. Bob learned it the hard way. He got it on his face at one point. And yeah, but definitely come check it out because it is amazing here. Here in Carmel, another thing you should definitely do is travel up Highway 1. So right now you can't go all the way to Hearst Castle. It kind of stops after Big Sur, but it's definitely worth the drive because you have views like this. That whole area you just saw, that is Big Sur. That was Pfeiffer National Park, or it's a state park. All those redwoods, gorgeous. Highly recommended. Ashley, highly recommend that. Yeah, it's so peaceful. It is so nice. You sit way up over the ocean, as you can see below, and one of the few places I was telling Ashley that we could just sit and milk a drink for several hours if we drank, but it would be a good place to hang out for a long time. So a must is definitely going to the Mission, which is the church. So that's the Basilica here in Carmel. And then the Mission Ranch, that is what you just saw. It's originally, it was owned by Clint Eastwood. He's a resident here, but he sold it a couple of years ago. But this is, the Mission Ranch is an inn, and it's also an amazing restaurant where you can look over sheep, you can look over the ocean, play tennis, which is pretty cool. But it's definitely an A+ place to go for brunch if you like a good buffet. Alright, so a couple things that you guys didn't see, but we highly recommend if you come to Carmel, because this is kind of our wrap up. Definitely walk through the town. There are dozens of art galleries that are super fun to look through. We definitely have a couple of favorites. Dvorsky, look for him. He does some cool oceanscapes. And then the restaurants. We didn't video any of our experiences at restaurants, but the restaurants are endless. They are unbelievable. Our favorites, I don't know if this is in any particular order, but it'd be the Flying Fish, Treehouse Cafe, Casanova, right?
Yes.
That'd be your favorite? Last thing that we didn't really show you, but we recommend you going to if you haven't, do 17 Mile Drive, do stop at Pebble Beach, get breakfast. It is pretty awesome just to be a part of the history that's taken place at Pebble Beach. They've had some crazy golf tournaments there, obviously. They have a lot of their trophies on display, and it's just cool to say that you're a part of that type of history, because that is one famous golf course. So Carmel, California, highly recommend it. It's underrated, and we appreciate you watching today's episode of the Mason Gang. See ya.